It's a hell of a fight. These fighters,
and he talked about it. He said, I don't want to do an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather. He said, I'm only doing real fights.
As the boxing world eagerly anticipates the highly anticipated September clash between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather has shaken things up in a way only he can. In a bombshell interview, Mayweather made headlines by urging Crawford to scrap his upcoming bout with Canelo in favor of a fight against him instead. However, there's a twist. While Crawford seems to prefer a genuine fight, Mayweather appears to be leaning toward an exhibition match. What's really going on here? Let's dive into the drama. In January 2025, it was reported that the highly anticipated bout between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez had been finalized, set to take place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on September 13, 2025. This fight between two of the most prominent and accomplished boxers of this generation immediately became the focus of the boxing world. Fans and pundits alike began analyzing the matchup, speculating on potential outcomes, and eagerly awaiting the spectacle.
One thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining.
However, in an unexpected twist, a statement from Floyd Mayweather might significantly alter the trajectory of this much-anticipated clash. Floyd, ever the showman and strategic businessman, claimed that he presents a bigger money fight than Canelo. Mayweather publicly suggested that Terence Crawford should reconsider his plans to fight Canelo and instead opt for an exhibition match against him. This statement from the retired but still influential Mayweather has sparked a new debate within the boxing community.
One thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining.
Mayweather's proposition was bold but not entirely surprising. As someone who has transitioned to high-profile exhibition bouts in recent years, Floyd has shown a preference for these lucrative, lower-risk fights that allow him to continue capitalizing on his fame without putting his undefeated record at stake. According to Mayweather, this approach is not only financially smarter, but also aligns with Crawford's trajectory as a boxer who has already cemented his legacy.
I don't want to do an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather. He said, I'm only doing real fights. And of course, I can't get up high in weight, but I'll fight him in a real fight at the weight that...
On the other hand, it seems that Terence Crawford is not interested in the exhibition route. As a boxer still at the peak of his abilities, Crawford's focus has remained on real competitive fights that have significant implications for his career and legacy. This includes his upcoming match against Canelo, a bout that many believe could define his standing as one of the greatest of all time.
I don't want to do an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather. He said, I'm only doing real fights. And of course, I can't get up high in weight, but I'll fight him in a real fight at the weight that...
The question now circulating within the boxing community is, would Terence Crawford really drop his agreed-upon fight with Canelo to engage in an exhibition bout with Floyd Mayweather? The idea, while intriguing, seems far-fetched for many. Crawford, who has long been considered a true competitor, has shown no signs of interest in the kind of exhibition events Mayweather has been involved in. While an exhibition fight with Mayweather would undoubtedly draw massive attention and financial gain, it seems unlikely that Crawford, who still has much to prove in the sport, would walk away from a career-defining bout against Canelo. Interestingly, this isn't the first time the possibility of a Crawford-Mayweather fight has been mentioned. In the past, Crawford has been asked multiple times how he thinks a match between him and the undefeated Mayweather would unfold. While these questions were mostly hypothetical, they fueled speculation about how Crawford would fare against one of the sport's all-time greats. There is even footage of the two spending time together at a gym, where they can be seen playfully trolling boxing promoter Eddie Hearn. This video, which shows the two in a relaxed and friendly atmosphere, might suggest that any rivalry between them is more playful than serious.
Hold me back! Hold me back! You'll fight, Eddie! No, you fucking stop.
In the video, there's no visible animosity between the two, and the camaraderie they display seems genuine. However, as is often the case in the world of boxing, there is always more beneath the surface. While they may have shared friendly moments in the past, the competitive spirit of elite athletes can sometimes lead to rivalries developing out of respect and ambition. Later that same day, Crawford and Mayweather were seen together again, this time with another boxing star, Shakur Stevenson. The three greats shared the room in what appeared to be a casual meeting. But for fans and analysts, this gathering of boxing royalty only deepened the speculation about potential future collaborations or rivalries. In a recent podcast, Terence was asked about the time he and Floyd Mayweather were seen hanging out together. The podcast host playfully tried to provoke Crawford into saying something revealing about Floyd, hinting at whether he sizes him up for a potential fight. However, in true Bud fashion, he responded with humility, emphasizing that he isn't the kind of fighter who looks at everyone as a potential opponent. Crawford's laid-back and respectful nature shone through, making it clear that he doesn't carry unnecessary animosity.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever... Keep it real, boss. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy.
The host persisted, asking Terence again if he had ever imagined a fantasy fight between him and Floyd and how such a matchup would play out. Crawford's response was simple yet telling: never. This brief yet definitive answer demonstrated Crawford's focus on the present, not on hypothetical scenarios, even when it comes to someone as legendary as Mayweather.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd. Nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked out.
Interestingly, this wasn't the first time Crawford was asked about a potential clash with Floyd Mayweather. In another interview, when the topic of a fantasy fight between the two was raised and Crawford was asked who would win, he confidently answered, me.
Yo, yeah, so if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound, you or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking.
Oh,
Floyd was pound for pound before.
This moment encapsulated Crawford's confidence, not only in his skills, but in his ability to come out on top against any opponent. However, Terence quickly clarified that his answer wasn't specifically aimed at Floyd. It was about his belief in his own abilities against any boxer in the world. This declaration shows the level of self-assuredness that has defined Bud's career, where he maintains respect for his peers, but never doubts his own potential.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
While there seems to be mutual respect between Floyd and Crawford, there have been moments where tension was hinted at. One notable instance came during a Joe Rogan podcast where Crawford indirectly accused Floyd of bending the rules during his fight with Manny Pacquiao. Crawford mentioned that IVs were permitted at the time of the fight, implying that Mayweather likely used them. This subtle accusation added a new layer of complexity to their relationship, hinting at an underlying critique despite the public respect.
You guys can use IVs to rehydrate?
We can't use IVs either.
No? When did they change that?
I ain't never, they changed anything. I think that was legal because you know when Floyd fought Pacquiao, that was a thing. He was using IVs or something like that. But yeah, you can't use that stuff.
You can use the IV to mask performance-enhancing drugs. So that's why they outlawed it.
Yeah.
Despite any perceived tension, it's evident that Floyd Mayweather recognizes Terence Crawford as the current best boxer in the world. In another clip, Floyd himself seems to suggest that he's interested in potentially fighting Crawford, acknowledging his stature in the sport. Such statements fuel speculation that Mayweather may be considering a return to the ring, even if just for an exhibition bout.
And he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford as number one.
When examining Crawford's record, it's hard not to see why such a matchup could be compelling. Crawford remains undefeated with 41 wins, while Mayweather boasts a legendary 50-0 record. A fight between them, should it ever materialize, would almost certainly be in the form of an exhibition, similar to the Mike Tyson vs. Roy Jones Jr. event. It would be an opportunity for fans to witness two of the greatest boxers in history face off, without the same stakes as a professional bout. There is also a video clip where Mayweather appears visibly annoyed when Terence Crawford's name is brought up. This has led some fans and analysts to wonder whether the respect between these two has subtly shifted to something more competitive, as Mayweather continues to weigh in on Crawford's career and future prospects. At the end of the day, the speculation continues. Both Crawford and Mayweather remain central figures in the boxing world, and with Floyd's interest piqued by Crawford's dominance, the possibility of them sharing the ring, whether in a real fight or an exhibition, remains an intriguing prospect. But we all know Floyd Mayweather, and as he has said many times before, it doesn't matter what people are saying or what the journalists are writing about him, nor whether the rumors about a potential fight between him and Terence Crawford are true. In typical Floyd fashion, he remains unfazed by the media's portrayal. He's been clear in the past. It doesn't matter if the coverage is good or bad, as long as they keep writing about him and keeping his name in the spotlight. Mayweather understands the value of staying relevant, regardless of the narrative.
Y'all can say what y'all want to say. At the end of the day, I'm the smart one. Because I don't care if you write good about me, you write bad about me, just keep writing about me.
This mindset has been a key component of his longevity in the sport and beyond. While rumors about a fight with Crawford swirl, Mayweather seems to thrive on the attention, understanding that his presence in the conversation keeps him as influential as ever. But what about you, fight fans? How do you think a fight between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford would go? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.